So I'm just going to mix a little bit of acrylic liquid with acetone. Oh, I'll dribble it all over my couch. I only want a little splash in. This will help with the speed of the acrylic. I'm using one of these. I'm using the shiny side. So if I peel off your form and use the shiny side, you can also use greaseproof paper, and you can use plastic wallets as well. These are two that I've tried to do without mixing my acrylic and my powder, and it's still very my acrylic and my acetone. So let's try again. So take the liquid out of your brush, pick up a bead of acrylic. So I'm going to teach you to do 3D acrylic off the nail first. This just helps with control, bead control, and be able to get your consistency right for petals and things. Take the liquid out of your brush, start to flatten your bead. So I'm going to make the centre first. Go back into your acrylic liquid and acetone mix, back into your coloured acrylic powder, pick up a bead, dropped it back in, place it onto your sheet and start to squish. So you're sort of aiming for a shell-like shape, which will sort of make the leaf petal shape. Using the edge of your brush, can you see? I'm going to start to work underneath. So as I work underneath, because it's a shiny surface, obviously my bead consistency was just right for the side that I was working with, for the size of the product I'm going to be using and what I'm going to be doing. So you need to make sure that your bead control is spot on first. I'm going to have a few hairs on this because of my brush. Remove it from the sheet, and then we're going to roll it like a sausage. It's going to have to be that way around, isn't it? Silly Marie. I don't know if you can see. I'm bending to make the inside of my rose. Giving it a gentle squeeze at the bottom as well, because then that will hold it in. Because you've used the acetone and the acrylic, it is quite bendy still at this stage, so you can start to open up the inside a little bit. Using your brush again, you can make it wetter a little bit with your acrylic liquid. You're going to work underneath. You're going to pick up your petal. I don't know if you can hear my little voice screaming in the background somewhere. So I'm just going to use a little bead of acrylic. I'm just going to use this as my glue. So you can see I've just applied just a little bit there. Oh, I broke a petal off. So I just want to hold that round to put the petal onto the rose. So let me squeeze that on there. I'm just making a video, Andy, if you want to like go away. Just using a little bit more just so I can squeeze it in. So you can see there that the petals are still quite malleable, so you can spread them out a little bit. So I'm going to make two more. petals just to show you. So place them down, use the belly of the brush. Sorry, this is my older brush. We'll squish it down to make the petals. And like I say before, because we've used the acetone and the acrylic liquid mixture, it does seem to help it to set a lot faster. Oh, my poor old brush is losing bristles all over the show. I'm not quite ready to let him go yet. Good old Boris the Brave. See these ones, because they've already set now, these will just crack them. They're no good then. Just skip underneath there. And lift them from your sheet, whatever you decide to use. That was a better bead because it was a bit thicker. So if we just take this one off. Still going to be a little bit sticky, this one. And then place, so you're trying to think about the formation of what your petals would look like. That was an awkward one to go on. So we'll have it like a droopy side bit. I think this is going to look more like a pansy than a rose. That one looks a bit better. But you can see, and then you just keep building up your petals. So I'll do one more. And then you just make your flower shape. And then to make your petal, so I'll make you a pink petal. Sorry, a leaf. Make you a pink leaf, because I don't have any green. Whoops. So into your product, to your mixture, into this peachy colour. I'm going to make a leaf. So with your leaf, you've got to sort of work it into shape quite quick. So try and think of a leaf shape. So I'm going to just bring it round. Again, use the belly of your brush to help with your shaping. We've pushed a little bit too much out there. Bring it more into a leaf shape. So I'm trying to think of like a sort of soft diamond. And then you can use something to mark it. So if we use, I'm going to use my pinching tool, but you could use your, I'm going to use that. It's not really very clear, is it, that? To put like the veins in my leaf. You see? Peel off my other petal. Get myself a little blob of acrylic. I can just hear my child on his computer. Pick Your petal, I keep dropping it. Go that way around because it's nice and thin on the end, so it'll look more petal-like. And then hold it into place. Don't worry if it's not quite grabbing on, because you can go around with your coloured acrylic after. I'm working quite quickly. You're going to peel your leaf off. You stupid brush, come on. Can you still see what I'm doing? Go into my petal. Oh, it's a nice sparkly leaf this is. I don't know if it's true to life, but there you go. A fairy tale flower. Put your tiny little bit of bead of acrylic on. So I use my beads of acrylic like a little bit of glue. Same way as you can to hold your diamantes on. So I'm just going to hold that now into a pinched position so that we can get that kind of leaf shape. I've just added a little bit more glue because it was just hanging down a little bit too much. So always remember to clean off your brush. So sometimes working like this is really, really fiddly, but it's the easiest way for me to show you something that's going to be, it's really, really effective. It's not quite as good as my one at the bottom, but it's still quite cute. So then to finish it off, what glitter have I got? So we'll use just a little bit of top coat just around the outside. Place onto the top coat. Don't touch your brush onto your glitter because otherwise you'll transfer your glitter into your top coat and that makes me dead cross. Just add your glitter on. So you can use a paper clip, you can do them just flat if you wanted and just build it up from your bigger petals to your little petals. Try that. You could use the end of a pencil, you could use the end of an orange wood stick. But over this next week, if you have got some acrylic that you can use, it would be nice to sort of see if we can make a whole collection of these, like a little bunch of flowers. So there you go. 3D off the nail rose in preparation for competition work. Thank you.